snap, crackle, and pop. It's a sign of good taste.
I've got a system. A brand new system.
I found a system, complete new system. New system, Persil automatic, will wash your cares away.
I find it washes my clothes cleaner.
Well, the other one was good, but this one seems to come even cleaner.
No other powders as good on little stains like tea, coffee, and fruit juice.
My tea cloths come out very nice.
Because no other powder can do so much at lower temperatures.
You can wash more delicate things.
Nylons, underclothes, woolens.
New system, Persil automatic, it's in the shop today.
I find it good. No complaints. You've got to give it a go.
Is the number up for other hatchbacks? You might decide it is, because now there is 205, the new number to be reckoned with from Peugeot. 205, with 65.7 mpg petrol economy that beats every other five-door hatchback, plus outstanding performance. 205 lifts you out of that small car feeling, thanks to a new suspension system that gives you big car space and a beautiful big car ride. Add five-door versatility and a starting price of just $3,895. And it not only challenges other hatchbacks, you could say a day of reckoning has arrived. The five-door Peugeot 205, the new number to be reckoned with at your Peugeot Talbot dealer now.
Drawings.
I just did a set.
We changed something.
But we just changed
We
it.
have to change the change.
I just changed the change.
You have to change the change you changed.
But I already changed the change.
While some of your competitors are still trapped doing things the old way, you can be a generation ahead of them. With Data General's computer-based engineering system, you can design and test prototypes by computer. And Data General systems are so compatible, they can even link up with the leading mainframe to help keep you ahead of your competitors. Data General, a generation ahead.
Tuesday at 7:30, the return of Mike Hammer. A drugs ring shootout and an injured cop.
He was shot in the back.
High-stakes poker game. Dope deal.
What about the guy that bought the cocaine? Mordante?
I don't know. He's some kind of an art dealer. That's all I know about him.
Another deadly case when Mickey Spillane's Mike Hammer returns. Tuesday at 7:30 on Thames.
Back to tonight, and on Channel 4 at 8:15 there's another chance to see the 5th episode of the highly acclaimed series The Jewel in the Crown. Susan and Teddy's wedding day was happy except for a strange attack on Ronald's car. The Jewel in the Crown on 4 in half an hour.
Darling, you must admit we got it right this year. Check-in, club class, in-flight luxury, whisked effortlessly to a select hotel deluged by service. Sovereign holidays, I said, and sovereign holidays it is. Nothing quite like it, eh? I'm sorry, I thought you were my wife. Oh, there you are, dear. Fancy a daiquiri? Excuse me.
Sovereign holidays. You won't stop talking about them.
Inventory. While some of your competitors' stock is out of control, you can be a generation ahead of them. With Data General's desktop generation computers, you can take control of your business, including your inventory. And Data General systems can grow with your business to help keep you ahead of your competitors. Data General, a generation ahead.
I dream of chocolate with a Cadbury's taste. Drinking chocolate full of Cadbury's taste.
Hello?
What time do you open?
7. Do you know what the
Have you
time...
got the new mannequin yet?
The what?
The new, longer mannequin.
As a matter of fact, yes.
Ah, how much longer is it?
About, so much.
And cooler? And smoother.
As a matter of fact, yes.
Ah, good. But still firmly packed, still mellow.
Ah, yes.
7 o'clock then. Bye. Oh, sorry to wake you.
Oh, that's okay. It was ringing anyway.
There are thousands of people all over Britain who, while driving on wet roads, have encountered a great danger. Maybe they didn't see the water lying in a hollow. Perhaps they misjudged a deceptive bend. When the moment of maximum danger came, they were lucky enough to be traveling on a road surface called shell grip. Tires grip better on shell grip. It is estimated that shell grip has already saved thousands of people from injury or death. You can be sure of Shell.
When they've gone for a bite at the angling club, and it's all gone wobbly down the pottery club. If your partner's waltzed off at the dancing club, they found a club they really love. Well, who couldn't love a biscuit that's as chocolatey as club? Well, who couldn't love a biscuit
That's as chocolatey as
club? So come and be a member of the Club Fan Club.
Has cost money. Deal.
Large, check, look, good.
John, Dave. John, Dave. Hungry? Hungry. Right.
Hot casserole with real potato from Golden Wonder. Beef flavor, lamb flavor, chicken flavor.
Me. John. Kev. John.
Pots of warmth, pots of flavor, pots of goodness. Potted by Golden Wonder.
Kev. John. Me. John.
Toby locals. You probably know quite a few. With that good, honest pint of Toby, that big, popular Toby flavour. Is yours a Toby local?
Another Toby, please.
Toby, great bitter, great value.
Is the number up for other hatchbacks? You might decide it is, because now there is 205, the new number to be reckoned with from Peugeot. 205, with 65.7 mpg petrol economy that beats every other five-door hatchback, plus outstanding performance. 205 lifts you out of that small car feeling, thanks to a new suspension system that gives you big car space and a beautiful big car ride. Add five-door versatility and a starting price of just $3,895. And it not only challenges other hatchbacks, you could say a day of reckoning has arrived. The five-door Peugeot 205, the new number to be reckoned with at your Peugeot Talbot dealer, now.
Have a fun day out at the Swimming Pool and Leisure Show. There's everything for your leisure living. Open Friday, February the 10th to Sunday the 12th at the Wembley Conference Centre.
TSB, the bank that likes to say yes.
50cc, TSB. Pay direct, TSB. R&B, LSO, Sol LP, TSB. SOS, TSB. Gas CH, TSB. From £15 to 6'3" from ABC to employee, all TSB. VIPs.
The bank that likes to say yes.
What's it? What's it? What's it? What is it?
What's It's the light cheesy snack from Golden Wonder. It's what a snack's all about. What?
What's it all about?
What's
it?
Tornado Thompson, 6.
Nah, I'll just have to clear this table before I have another soft mint.
Nudged it. 98. 105. Game to Jimmy White.
Bet you can't wait for your next soft mint.
Now, TWA's ambassador class on their 747s is what I call a transatlantic business class. It's the one from Heathrow with only 6 seats across, like this. Not a conversion. There's more leg room than in other business classes, and the seats recline more. So much better for relaxing. And working, of course. TWA's ambassador class isn't just for enjoyment, you know.
Portugal looks marvellous. But we'll never save that much in time. Looks like Benidorm again.
Sounds like you need a Midland Save and Borrow account.
What's that, Griffin?
Save a regular sum each month, anything over £10,
Mm-hmm.
and you can borrow 30 times that amount immediately.
A £300 loan, just like that?
You don't even have to ask. You have to pay interest while you're borrowing, of course, but we pay you good interest when you're saving.
Ooh, it's Portugal for us this year, Griffin. Bye.
Send us a postcard. If I were 20 years younger. The Midland Save and Borrow account from the Listening Bank.
Ireland's a welcome.
Ireland's a smile.
Ireland's the good things that make life worthwhile. Ireland's a sunrise beyond the next mile. Ireland's a feeling that won't pass you by. And Ireland is closer by fee and light, by fee and light, by fee and light.
Help me, Herbie!
He's out on the ledge below us, trying to make a fire escape.
Sorry, Herbie, got stuck coming back with my wholesome pills. Most of the sugar turns to alcohol, you know.
Reach my hand. Take it easy now, Rico.
Oh, no! I dropped them! Hey, Herbie. Herbie. Well, don't leave me like this, Herbie. No. Help! Help!
Holston Pills, the original pills.
Every year, we ask hundreds of different people why they read The Guardian and get hundreds of different answers. Some say it's a lively paper with controversial views. Others claim it doesn't distort the facts. Some like reading it because it's extremely well written and it offers a highly intelligent alternative. One simply said,
"There's something about The Guardian which sets it apart from other papers."
1.5 million people read The Guardian for 1.5 million different reasons. Why? Make your own mind up tomorrow.
30 miles west of Birmingham, the new M54 motorway runs through the growing state. Telford is a land of modern factories and offices, including a proposed enterprise zone. Telford means beautiful countryside, competitively priced houses, and the right environment for growth. Move your business to Telford, the growing state.
Today's toothpaste, Mentadent P, in a modern pump dispenser. Mentadent P helps you protect your teeth and your gums.
Square Deal Surf Automatic. For a fresh, clean wash every time. It makes sense to use Surf.
Richard Gere, Lisa Eichhorn, Vanessa Redgrave, and William Devane star in Yanks, the British television premiere, soon on ITV.
You want it in your neck? You in love with him?
He's everything I've ever wanted.
That's not what I asked.
Yanks, soon on ITV.
Is the number up for other hatchbacks? You might decide it is, because now there is 205, the new number to be reckoned with from Peugeot. 205, with 65.7 mpg petrol economy that beats every other five-door hatchback, plus outstanding performance. 205 lifts you out of that small car feeling, thanks to a new suspension system that gives you big car space and a beautiful big car ride. Add five-door versatility and a starting price of just $3,895. And it not only challenges other hatchbacks, you could say a day of reckoning has arrived. The five-door Peugeot 205, the new number to be reckoned with at your Peugeot Talbot dealer, now.
How'd you take your home from Helsinki to Hawaii for around 34p a day? Gas central heating. 34p a day on your mortgage is about all it costs to install. So get to a better climate. Go buy gas.
Can you find a car that cleans itself? Never in a month of Sundays. Will Dad ever fix that sloping shelf? Never in a month of Sundays.
Will Joey ever learn to speak?
Will Susie finish by next week?
And when it comes to gravy, what could beat Bisto in a month of Sundays? 'Cause Bisto brown, seasoned thickens all in one. Without it, Sunday lunch just isn't done. You'll never put the R in gravy without Bisto. No, never, never, never in a month of Sundays. Of Sundays. You can't beat Bisto in a never in a month of Sundays.
No nation has ever been as inventive as the British, which is why last year British industry won around 90% of the orders created by our work in the North Sea. Hundreds of British companies have now worked alongside Shell. Without their ideas and skills and the craftsmanship of their people, this would still be a wilderness. Thank you, Britain. Shell can be sure of you.
Nobody looks at personal computing quite like Wang. The Wang Professional Computer is part of a totally integrated office automation system. Data processing, word processing. With the Wang Professional Computer, it all ties in. Wang looks at how all the pieces of the puzzle fit together and gives you one solution that fits everyone's needs, bringing everything in your office closer together. Wang helps keep you ahead.
In quarter of an hour, Wanda Ventham, Philip Bond and Evelyn Leigh star in this week's love and marriage story, Home is the Sailor. Why has Margaret's ex-husband failed to reply to ads placed in newspapers all over the world inviting him to their son's wedding? That's at 10. And then later tonight...
On the Jimmy Young television programme tonight, the controversy over blood sports. I shall be talking to Jack Charlton, who enjoys a variety of hunting pursuits, as well as to Richard Corse from the League Against Cruel Sports. That's the Jimmy Young television programme tonight at 11, ITV.
Now the news from ITN.
Civil war again in Lebanon. Jamal's cabinet resigns. Indian diplomat kidnapped by terrorist group in Birmingham. England are humiliated in their worst defeat this century. And the clowns go to church to give thanks for the gift of laughter. Good evening. The entire Lebanese cabinet resigned today, and Muslim members of President Jamal's army began to defect. And there are fears tonight in Beirut that a new civil war may be near. After today's mass resignations, President Jamal asked the Prime Minister, Shafiq al-Wazan, a Sunni Muslim, to stay on as caretaker while he tries to put together a new cabinet, possibly combining Lebanon's rival warlords. Tonight, the President announced on television that the talks between the rival factions will start again in Geneva in 3 weeks' time. But he refused to cancel last May's troop withdrawal agreement. The army let Shiite militiamen take over the main road from Beirut to the airport today, further isolating the American peacekeeping force which is based there.
This is what broke the government and the will of many Lebanese, the sight of government tanks crewed by Muslims being ordered to fight fellow Muslims in Beirut's southern suburbs. In the wake of the battle, which has left hundreds killed or wounded and thousands more homeless, the next stage could be the total disintegration of the army along religious lines and the collapse of the presidency, so plunging Lebanon into deeper trouble. After 4 days of fighting, government soldiers have left their units, refusing to be pitched into a Muslim bloodbath. Their camps and positions were abandoned in key areas, and soldiers handed over control of the important airport road to the gunmen of the Muslim Amal militia who were on the streets this afternoon. It's a grave deterioration in security, which further endangers the position of the multinational peacekeepers. The Christian president, here flanked by the two most powerful Muslims in the old government, needed the support of Prime Minister Wazan to survive. Despite repeated pleas from the president for him to stay, Mr. Wazan's resignation is as much a personal defeat as a political one for the president. The Prime Minister said he was making way for a new government which could better represent the warring factions. But as fighting continued in the capital, the prospect of the president being able to find a new Prime Minister and a willing cabinet in time to prevent further chaos is remote. President Jamal, meanwhile, is said to be considering the formation of an interim military council. But that could be dangerous for a president whose days may already be numbered.
Fears are growing for an Indian diplomat who's been kidnapped by a terrorist group in Birmingham. Mr. Ravindra Matra, who's 48, disappeared on Friday evening after leaving his job at the Indian High Commission. A previously unknown group, the Kashmir Liberation Army, have said they're holding him. They threaten drastic action unless political prisoners in Kashmir are released. Extremist Muslim groups in Kashmir are demanding either independence from India or integration with neighbouring Pakistan.
Mr. Mahatra finished work at the Indian High Commission in Birmingham at 5 o'clock on Friday night. Then, as usual, he waited for a bus on the opposite side of the road. That's when he was last seen. Within 4 hours of Mr. Matra's disappearance, Reuters news agency in London had received a letter purporting to come from the Kashmir Liberation Army, demanding the release of all political prisoners in the Indian part of Kashmir. The abductors, according to the police, didn't threaten Mr. Mahatra specifically, but they do believe his life is in danger.
My objective is to get Mr. Matra home safe and well. I am concerned when a diplomat of this status is missing for no apparent reason.
Muhammad Yunus, a prominent local Kashmiri, says the last contact with the kidnappers was made